Starter having a final look over the line. Not happy with something. He goes up now. They're set. They're locked away, set to run in the first, got them away to a good level start. And one of the greys, Dominican, got away well, taken on by Bleep in the all-yellow on the outside, and Spy Novel, the other grey, is bursting through. Easing in behind those Tights on Fire, and dropping out to last was Military Coup. On settling down as they race down the back of the track, there's a fair turn of speed on, where the favourite Bleep is the leader, a length in front of Spy Novel. About 4 off in third, the other grey there, the whitely ghostly grey, and that is Dominican. And back behind those, Military Coup, second last, and Tights on Fire. On the inside as last of all as they lead the back and race down the side at the 700 metre point, and Bleep is going very well, has kicked away. Bleep is out nicely clear, about 3 in front. Spy Novel. Now Dominican is running on fairly well, followed by Military Coup, and a 2 at the tail of the field was Tights on Fire as they swing around the home turn, come down this long straight at Goulburn. Bit over 400 metres to go, and Bleep the rider sitting calmly. Bleep is the leader. Dominican is giving chase, followed by Military Coup, then Spy Novel on the inside, and back behind those Tights on Fire. He's got to shake the favourite up now. Bleep at the 200. Dominican on the outside is coming very, very quickly. In fact, Dominican has raced to the lead. Bleep's rider's gone for the whip, and back behind those Military Coup, but Dominican in front near the line, and Dominican by about 3/4 of a length over Bleep. Third behind those Military Coup, followed then by Spy Novel and Tights on Fire last. Well, I hope you had something on that, Dominican. It's paid $3.60 and $1.40. Number 2, the winner, Dominican, trained by Arthur Howlett and ridden by Therese Capes. A 7-year-old grey gelding, it's white in fact, by Dom Cimarosa out of Badgalise. And of course Badgalise, the mare, won quite a few races in this part of the world. But hands and heels, Dominican and Therese Capes swept past the favourite Bleep with about 100 or so metres to go, and won very, very well indeed. Number 2, Dominican, $3.61.40 on the totes. 1 Bleep, second, $1.40. And there'll be no dividend for number 3, which was Military Coup. Bleep is by Proud Knight out of Made Exclusively, Rada Bolgen, Rolly Saxton, and Military Coup third. An 8-year-old by Elzeo out of Conflict, Ken Callaghan, Glenn Pickwick. So the numbers 2, 1 and 3, and we should have some more details in a moment. Well, the first favourite going down here on the final day, here at this old Goulburn track, and it was Dominican, trained at Goulburn, ironically by Arthur Howlett, has taken out the first race here this afternoon. The Tony Onions Open Handicap. Runners return, and we'll have more in just a moment.
Okay, let's...
Now they're set. Race 2, Goulburn. They stand up well. They're racing. Magic Saint got out very well towards the inside, ridden hard, looking for the lead. In behind those then came Canny Watt going to second, followed by Pash on the outside. Getting up along the inside behind those Indy Skies, and about 2.5 to 3. Back at the tail of the field was Cherokee Miss, but they're going fairly quickly at the 600 metre mark, and Magic Saint is the leader under a good rain. A length and 3/4 in front. Now getting closer, going fairly wide as they race towards the turn was Canny Watt. Further back behind those Indy Skies. Further back then Pash, who's second last, and Cherokee Misses last of all. Around the turn, racing inside the 400, and the leader was Magic Saint. Running on fairly well was Canny Watt, and Pasha's putting in a run down the outside. He's got to go for the favourite, Magic Saint. Magic Saint is still in the lead. On the outside, Pasha's trying hard and getting between those Indy Skies. Here's a great go. Out wide, Pasha's going out after Magic Saint. Magic Saint and Pash. Magic Saint and Pash, they hit the line. Oh, close. Very close. Pash or Magic Saint. Only a lip in this. Now in behind those, another close one. Indy Skies and Canny Watt and Cherokee Misses last. Oh, this is close. Extremely close. Now, normally here at Goulburn, you've got to go for the outside horse in a close finish. On this occasion, it's Pash. Magic Saint was battling away on the inside, and not too far away we had Canny Watt and also Indy Skies. Now, we'll just watch the replay here. Magic Saint is still in front, but Pash is looming up on the outside. And I think you'll find that Pash on the outside will get this. Now, number 7 is the winner. Number 7, Pash on the outside is the winner. Number 7, Pash, in the last stride, has won the race. Well, as I said, that had to be the topical tip of the day. Night racing starting in Sydney tonight, and the chairman of the Sydney Turf Club is none other than Graham Pash. Pash trained by Rada Bolgen at Maria, Rolly Saxton, raced by J. Pete and K. Neal, a 3-year-old bay filly by Zeddative out of Tidfish. Magic Saint second, a 3-year-old chestnut filly by Magic Ring out of Lunch at Lowther, Graham Rogerson Randwick, Bobby Alyssa, and there's a further photo for third. Number 1 is Third Indy Skies. So number 1 is Third Indy Skies, trained by Graham Brown at Warwick Farm and ridden by Dean Greville. So the official numbers on the second event: 7 the winner Pash, Rowley Saxton. Second goes to number 2 Magic Saint, Bobby Alyssa, and 1 Indy Skies, Dean Greville third. $4.20, $1.90 for Pash, $1.30 for Magic Saint, and insufficient starters for a dividend for number 1 Indy Skies.
7, 2 and 1 there. Pash, Magic Saint, Indy Skies on race 2 at Goulburn. Now race 4 at Bendigo.
Now it looks as though they're all in. This is the Betty Milson maiden handicap. Starter having a final look over the line. Oh my dear, the inside runner, Bridal Mistress. Now they're set. Third event at Goulburn on this nostalgic day, and away they go, and getting out very, very quickly was Bridal Mistress, taken on by Dating Stella. Time to Find is not too far away, nor is Atalanta Honey, and up in that leading group was Legendary Star. A good race for the lead as they make that first turn. Going around the field was the favourite Fluky Luke, to be running about 4th now. Getting back in the field, Tesla's Dream, followed by Campbell Lad. Trouble Monkey is second last, and Oh My Dear is at the tail of the field. Down the back stretch as they race down with about 1,150 metres to go. Atalanta Honey is the leader. Atalanta Honey steadied out in front, about 3/4 of a length in front. Legendary Star is second, followed by Dating Stella, getting a good run on the inside. Fluky Luke is on the outside. Back behind those then, Bridal Mistress. Now there's Tesla's Dream taking off and going right around the field. Getting back behind those as they race down the side, 700 metres out, Time to Find. Then Oh My Dear, followed by Campbell Lad, and Trouble Monkey is last, racing down the side in the direction of the 600-metre point. And the leader, Atalanta Honey, a half a length in front. Legendary Star going up 3 wide. The favourite Fluky Luke is running on, then Dating Stella. In behind those then, Bridal Mistress racing towards the turn, followed then by Campbell Lad, losing ground on the turn, and they're well back, followed by Oh My Dear. In the home stretch, racing down the straight with about 350 metres to go, and shaken up the leader was Legendary Star now. He's gone for the whip on Fluky Luke, who's battling away, and Bridal Mistress into the clears running on, and further out then, Time to Find, but Legendary Star broke away. Legendary Star about 2 in front, running on fairly well was Fluky Luke, but it's all Legendary Star, hands on heels. Legendary Star first, close for second we had Fluky Luke or Bridal Mistress. Out wide was Trouble Monkey, followed by Time to Find. Pulling up quickly Campbell Lad, followed then by Atalanta Honey, Dating Stella, Oh My Dear, and Tesla's Dream was last. Legendary Star is the winner, Craig Rickson. Trained at Hawkesbury by Darcy Sheldon. $5.60 at $1.90 in New South Wales. And the winner is owned by Mrs. D.J. Shedden. Darcy Shedden is the trainer, and is raced by Mrs. D.J. Shedden, a 4-year-old chestnut gelding by Luskin Star out of Vertrice. Bounded away in the straight, close for the minors. Fluky Luke battled on, and as I said prior to the race, in the tie-the-knot colours, the red with the white cap is Bridal Mistress battling away, but the winner, Legendary Star, drew away on the line, and this particular gelding was having his 10th start today. Prior to today had finished second. I think you'll find that Fluky Luke will get second, a nose in front of Bridal Mistress. Flashing up was the late male, Trouble Monkey, and the widest runner was Time to Find. So we'll stand by. It's 2 and a photo. And as I said, in New South Wales, the winner, Legendary Star, to return $5.60. Maybe Fluky Luke second, a nose in front of Bridal Mystery. Fluky Luke is trained at Kembla Grange by Kerry Parker. Matthew Carla, 4-year-old bay gelding, Marge Ahead out of Possel Laura. And the other one in the photo there, Bridal Mistress by White Bridal out of Femininity, Brian Lawson, Tony Cavallo. We'll have the official results on the third event in just a moment.
Okay. Thanks, Tone. Nice looking type, that horse, coming back to the enclosure. Now, looking at our next event coming through from Bendigo, it's race 5. Excuse me, Allendale Road.
Leaders this race, the starter goes up. They're set. Racing. Now Potter's Express was slowly away, and Frank Dividend and Song Tain, they're back towards the tail and showing good speed, Promised Land. Taken on by Thunder River driving up along the inside. Further back behind this, as they sort themselves out, we've got My Navy Blue pulling, throwing the head around a bit, moving to third. Down on the inside, fourth was Ruled Custom, followed then by Fairy Lights, who's running about fifth on settling down. Then Fashion Bijou and Fledermaus on the inside. A further break as they spread out, coming down towards the turn there was Potter's Express down towards the inside, and Songtain is gaining ground. And Miss Bletch is up in that group. Further back behind those then, My Gal Judy, and forget about Frank Dividend around the turn with about 400 metres to go, and Thunder River on the inside is leading by about a half a length now. Running on was Promised Land in those all red colours. Fairy Lights behind those, followed then by My Navy Blue putting in a run, and well back behind those Songtain, followed then by Lady Romany, well back in the field with My Gal Judy, but Promised Land broke away with about 150 metres to go. Now My Navy Blue is trying hard, but it's all Promised Land. Promised Land is too good, written by Sparky Stanley. Promised Land first, now second My Navy Blue, followed by Thunder River third. In behind those Fairy Lights, followed then in the field was Miss Bletch. Back behind those then Fashion Bijou pulling up quickly with Lady Romany, Songtain. Well back behind those Rural Custom, followed by Potter's Express, My Gal Judy, and a long last in the race was Frank Dividend, and Flater Mouse was about second last.
Okay, 2, 4 and 14, Promised Land 321.70. Now race 5 at Rockhampton, Campbell Parade 640 and 270, High Bonnie at 380, Fee Sale 175, Quinella 84.10.
So open a fairly good level start, and Fortune's Arrow got away well. Long Meadows in the centre looking for the lead, and there's Secular the favourite driving up close to the inside. Something Sarah's running third, followed then by Fortune's Arrow. On the outside of Genadorf, a break behind those Top Wesselton, then Damarama, and Circuit Flight is last of all on, settling full into stride as they race down the back of the track. They've got about 900 to go, and Long Meadows the leader, 3/4 of a length in front of Secular, settling down. 2.5 off in third, Something Sarah running fourth as Genadorf. A length and a quarter behind those as they leave the back and race down the side, Fortune's Arrow. A fairly big gap in the race, Top Wesselton, about 4 or 5 behind those Circuit Flight, and Danorama's along last as they race down towards the turn. 550 metres to go. Long Meadows the leader, but lurking on the outside. Secular's running on. This pair have got right away from Something Sarah, followed by Genadorf. Then Fortune's Arrow. Well back was Top Wesselton, followed by Circuit Flight. Well in the straight with about 300 metres to go. And here's Secular moving up very quickly on the outside of Long Meadows. They're battling it out. Down the outside, Fortune's Arrow's running on, followed by Something Sarah. It's Secular just in front. Long Meadows is kicking back on the inside. They're fighting it out. Secular in front. Long Meadows kicking back, but Secular the favourites home. Secular first. Now close for second. Flashing up was Something Sarah, or down on the inside, Long Meadows. Then Fortune's Arrow. Back behind those, then Genadorf. The next one to pull up was Top Wesselton, followed by Circuit Flight, and Danorama was a long last. It's got there the favourite, Secular. Had a bit of a fight with Long Meadows, but hands and heels to the line by Bobby Alyssa. Secular has prevailed to return 3.10 on the New South Wales TAB. A number 4 Secular, raced by G.A. Rogerson and the Watson Bloodstock Limited, the syndicate manager, E.J. Watson. A 3-year-old brown gelding by Cannon Eyes out of Gargoosh. Graham Rogerson, the trainer, Bobby Alyssa, the rider. Now, Something Sarah may get second here, Aaron Hugh, trained at Kembla Grange by David J. Hayes. And number 3, Long Meadows third, trained by Danny Williams at Goulburn, Matthew Carl. No doubt about the winner, 4 Secular. I do believe that Something Sarah will get second, just ahead of Long Meadows. But was always travelling well. As I said, had a bit of a battle in the straight with Long Meadows, but it got to the line well, Secular. It's now had 5 starts for 2 wins. 2 wins for 5 starts, taking up the Mulwarry Shire Council Class 1 handicap this afternoon. Secular 3.10, 150, and we'll have all the other details from Goulburn in just a moment.
Okay, Secular the winner there, number 4, and Bobby Alyssa the rider. And that's for race number 5 from Goulburn. Hope you're enjoying our coverage. Now, at Rockhampton, we have a protest now. Number 5, Bounty's Lad is the winner.
Under starters orders for the second last race, and away they go. Now, Think went back to the tail of the field, and the grey Royal Pamper got away well. Shazam running second on the outside. Driving through closer down towards the inside, Jim Junkie with Lusty. And back behind those in the field, Sugar and Magic Boy. And Ancient Lights last of all, about 2 behind the second last horse. On settling down as they race down the back and going up along the inside, the leader was Jim Junkie. A half a length in front, Royal Pamper second, 3/4 of a length off then Lusty. As they commence the run down the side, a break of about 2 to Thing, followed by Shazam. Big Harry's on the inside, followed by Sugar and Magic Boy, and 2 to the favourite Ancient Lights last of all. Down the side at the 600 metre mark, the second last race here at the old Goulburn track, and the leader was Jim Junkie. Moving up on the outside to throw out the challenge, Royal Pamper. A length and 3/4 behind those. Lusty appears to be going well. Shazam off the track is running on, followed then by Big Harry. Now taking off around the field, Ancient Lights giving the leads a big start, but gaining ground, and well back behind those, Sugar and Magic Boy. In the straight, racing down with about 300 to go, and Royal Pamper's the leader. Oh, here's the favourite. favourite Ancient Lights flying down the outside. Shazam behind those, followed by Lusty. But as they race in with about 150 metres to go and out towards the outside fence, Ancient Lights and Shazam, they're going stride for stride. Shazam, Ancient Lights, they hit the line. Ancient Lights a nose over Shazam. Now third, I think, Royal Pamper, just ahead of Lusty, followed then by Think, then Shigeru Magic Boy. Back behind those, Big Harry and Jim Junkie was last. Stand by for the result. Ancient Lights, centre light coming towards the turn, and Shazam tried to go with Ancient Lights, and they went across the line, but I think you'll find the one on the outside, Ancient Lights, narrowly over Shazam, and maybe Royal Pamper the Grey getting third. Judge calls for the photo. Ancient Lights, Rada Bulgin. I think that's a winning double to Rada Bulgin and Rolly Saxton. The winner raced by Miss M and I Bulgin, a 4-year-old brown mare, Kenny Lad, Hello Lottie. The other one in the photo is Shazam. But the one on the outside is one, there's no doubt about that. Number 2 is the winner, Ancient Lights, on the outside fence. Rolly Saxton for Rada Bulgin. Number 2, Shazam, second, a 4-year-old Chestnut Gelding. Kingston Rule out of Conchetto. Danny Williams, Matthew Carl. And we're standing by for third. 2-1 and a photo. Maybe Royal Pamper third. We'll stand by. More in a moment from Goulburn.
Fair enough. Yeah, 2-1 and a photo. Ancient Lights, $1.90 and $1.10 for Ancient Lights. We'll have the others in a moment there. Rolly Saxton's got a double there. Now, race 3, Shepparton.
Good luck to the Sydney Turf Club tonight with their first night meeting at Canterbury Park. It should be a marvellous night. Congratulations to the committee and also the hard-working staff at the STC. Now waiting on Folklocracy to move along. They're just about set here. This is it, folks. The curtains come down after this race. Now just waiting on Folklocracy to move in. Folklocracy trained here by Tim Hollands. I suppose it would be nice to see a local horse win the final race. Now they're all in. Line is set for the last 1,600 metres. The light is blinking and away they go on the final race. At a good level start it was too. And Raylene on the centre going very quickly to lead, followed by Tiana Corday, who's moving up on the outside, back behind those Pearl Coat Prince. Drifting back on the inside, Tan Dynasty, followed by Intergold, caught a bit wide, then Hero Doll. Easing back behind those Fleece, followed further back to Folklocracy. The next one was Miscompliance, and back towards the tail was Sandy's Babe as they swing down the back of the track inside the 1,200 metre mark, and the favourite Tiana Corday is the leader. A length and a half, Raylene. Now moving to second on the outside into Gold. Easing back to third, Raylene, followed by Hero Doll. A neck off next on the inside, Pearl Coat Prince, followed behind those Folklocracy. Then Tan Dynasty, followed by Fleeceback third last. Miscompliance is second last, and Sandy's Babe is at the tail of the field as they race down the Hume Highway side of the track. Past the 800 metre mark they race, and Tiana Corday is the leader. Into Gold is moving up on the outside, about 2.5 behind those. Then Hero Doll on the outside of Raylene. Further back to the grey on the inside, Pearl Coat Prince. Moving around its outside, Folklocracy, followed further back to Tan Dynasty. Fleeces getting up along the inside, followed by Miscompliance, and Sandy's Babe is last of all as they swing up towards the home turn, the last at Goulburn, and they've got about 500 to go. Tiana Corday is the leader. Now moving up on the outside into Gold to throw out the challenge. They're about 2 in front as they race for home. In behind those, Eurodoll. Further back behind those then, Folklocracy running on fairly well, and Tan Dynasty into the clear. But as they race down to the 200 metre mark, into Gold has raced away. Into Gold about 2 in front of Tiana Corday, then Eurodoll. The next one was Pearl Coat Prince, and down the outside Tan Dynasty. But Into Gold races away, and Into Gold wins the last race at Goulburn. Into Gold first, Tiana Corday second, Pearl Coat Prince third, followed then by Fleece. Out wide Tan Dynasty, followed then by Eurodoll, pulling up quickly, then Folklocracy. Further back in the field, then Miscompliance, followed by Sandy's Babe, and one of the last was Raylene. Into Gold, $4.21.70. Tiana Corday, $1.60. And it does appear as though Pearl Coat Prince will get third at $3.20. A locally trained galloper, Into Gold, trained by Wayne Davey. Tony Cavallo, the winning rider, raced by S. Cameron and Miss H. Ball. A 5-year-old bay gelding by Integra out of Moon Gold, and well ridden by Tony Cavallo. Now, Tiana Corday tried to lead all the way. Matthew Carl for John Morrissey. A 4-year-old Chestnut mare, Rosedale out of Echo Chateau. And will stand by for third, maybe number 5, Pearl Coat Prince, but we'll confirm that with the judge in just a moment. So,
moving in race 5.